Hi, Kathy. I'm Leisha. I'm the therapist that's going to be seeing you today.
Hi,
And tell me what brings you here.
well, my primary care physician and my therapist told me I have to come because they want to take me off my Xanax. And well, they've actually taken me off of it.
Hmm.
And I keep calling them and asking them when I can get it back again. And can they put me on a different medication? And they said that it's very concerning that I take the medication and I need to talk to someone about it. And I don't think why can't they give me something else? A lot of my friends take Xanax. It's like having a glass of wine. What's the harm?
Well, they have, of course, done more studies more recently and found that it really is a dangerous medication when taken long term and taken frequently throughout the day. Um, you can lie down at night to go to sleep and stop breathing. So, especially if it's combined with other medications.
Well,
So
I'm
it's
taking it for
not.
so long and nothing bad's happened, and it helps me to not let things get to me.
So how long have you been off of medication?
I've been off of it for about 3.5 weeks, and I'll tell you, in the beginning, it was really rough. I felt
Hmm.
like I was going to have a seizure, and I was shaky, and they just told me to tough it out. They did
Oh, wow.
lower my dose to less and less, and so then they said it's time for you to come off of it.
Okay.
But I am not doing well not having my Xanax.
Yeah. Well, your body's gotten accustomed to it, and even so, that doesn't mean that you need to have it back. You will get through this. Okay. So,
When you
tell
say
me.
I'll get through it, do you mean I'll get through not having it? I think I'm through that. I'm just not happy about not having it. It helps me.
Okay. So, have you thought about or done anything else to help with your anxiety, other than the Xanax?
Yeah, I'll have a glass of wine or two. That
Okay.
helps me. I'll smoke a cigarette. I started smoking again.
Okay.
Um, or I'm tending to overeat, which is, something I don't want to do either.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I'd rather
So,
be taking the Xanax than drinking the wine and eating the chocolate.
okay. So you were drinking and taking Xanax at the same time?
Well, when I had the Xanax, I didn't feel I needed to have some wine, but now that I can't have the Xanax, I'm going to drink the wine.
Okay. How much wine are you having?
I'm having about maybe 2 or 3 glasses a night.
Okay. And is that every single night?
Well, on the weekend, sometimes if we go out or we have company, I'll have more.
Okay. All right. Has anybody expressed concern about how much you're drinking?
Yes, my husband has said, I wish they would put you back on the Xanax. I'd rather see you on Xanax than, he said,
Mhm.
I'd rather see you on nothing, but I'd rather see you taking a medication than drinking as much as you are.
Okay. All right. So all of those things that you're doing to cope, there are things that we can work toward eliminating some of the bad habits and maybe replacing them with some good habits.
But I
Um,
don't think I have bad habits. Why are my habits bad? I do it. All my girlfriends do it.
okay. So, but you said you picked up smoking again. So, do you see a problem with that? I mean,
I know that's not good for me.
okay. All right. So, that's one place we could start. What are some hobbies that you have or that you've had in the past?
Well, I used to like to go to the gym and I used to like to walk, but
Okay.
I hurt my ankle, so I haven't been doing that. I like to garden.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like to entertain.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So, tell me about your gardening. Have you been able to do that lately?
I do. I'm able to do that. I planted a vegetable garden, and I keep my border gardens and my flower gardens around my house. I take care of those.
Okay. So, and is that helpful? I mean, it's certainly some exercise involved in that. Um, does it help your mind get to a good place?
Yeah, kind of, but my mind would be in a better place when I had the Xanax, and I could just zone out and work in my garden. Not
Okay.
worry about anything.
So, you're, do you, I know that you've said you don't see a problem taking the Xanax. Can you imagine what your life would be like if you had never begun Xanax?
Well, I went on the Xanax because one of my children was sick when she was born.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got into the habit of taking it. And she's better now, and she's feeling fine now. But she was pretty rocky. She was premature. And the
Mm-hmm.
doctors gave it to me to calm me down because she had respiratory problems. But now she's okay. So I don't know what I'm going to do if I go off of it and something bad happens.
Okay. So why is it you feel you need to continue the Xanax now?
It's just calming. I'm just calm and relaxed, and nothing anybody says or does bothers me. And I just kind of stay in my own little place, and I don't get aggravated. It's nice not to be aggravated.
Okay. All right. So let's just say while you go to sleep tonight, it's going to be an odd question, but you're sleeping tonight and a miracle happens and you don't need your Xanax anymore. Okay. You absolutely don't miss it. You don't need it. You don't want to take it. What would be occurring that would let you know that?
Well, I wouldn't have to argue with my doctor about giving me the Xanax and my therapist.
Okay.
I wouldn't be irritated, like when people say things to me, sometimes like nails on a chalkboard. I wouldn't feel that way. Everything would just go right off my back, like water off a duck's back.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have to listen to my husband nag me about don't drink wine, why do you take Xanax? I wouldn't have to listen to that. I'd probably feel more relaxed and calm without the medication. I'd probably feel like I had the medication on board, but wouldn't. I'd be relaxed. Things wouldn't get to me.
All right. So what about if we can take some maybe tiny little steps to get in that direction?
I don't know what you could do. I'm not familiar with anything like that.
Okay. So in this miracle world of not wanting or needing Xanax, somebody says something that would irritate you. How would you see yourself reacting?
I just wouldn't think about it anymore. I'd be like, okay, fine, whatever you say. I wouldn't let it eat away at me.
Okay. So presently, if someone says something that irritates you, give it, a matter of seconds. And we know these aren't real seconds, but how long does it take you before you react?
Well, it depends. Sometimes I get irritated right away and I never say anything, but I let it like kind of eat away at me.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes I get irritated and I snap at them. I can be nasty,
Okay.
or I can be nasty to my husband.
Mm-hmm. So let's say it in one split second is when you snap at your husband normally. Do you think you could delay it to like number 2 or 3?
Probably if I was aware that something got to me and I thought, okay, that bothered me and why it bothered me, and I could count in my head or something, I guess.
Okay.
But I don't want it to just eat away at me.
Right. Absolutely. And we're gonna learn different techniques to help you get through. We all have stressful periods. It's how we react to them that either allows us to move forward or eats away at our body and our minds. So what we can do is work toward different reactions, different behaviors,
Okay.
and communication. Maybe that's what needs to be done. But over time, we can look at different things.
Okay.
So a couple of pieces of homework. I want you to keep a diary of your emotions.
Okay.
And whether you let them out or whether you recognize, the outbursts ahead of time.
Okay.
And what you were able to do about it.
All right.
And the other thing is, I want you to spend more time in your garden and enjoy your beautiful flowers.
Okay.
And use that time to just center yourself.
Okay.
Is that doable?
Yes, that's doable. Yes, okay. I can do that.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.